Hello and welcome to Ups and Bros, and this week it's a very special episode because yes, we already did the intro because I screwed up again the audio, but very special collaboration because it's an international beer video. And ladies and gentlemen, the reason why we're presenting to you Alex from Doutor Breja, a YouTube beer channel. So Alex, introduce your beer channel and yourself to our fantastic viewers out here in Canada or United States or wherever around the world that speaks English.
What's up, Chris? Nice to be here. My name is Alex. I have a YouTube channel called Doutor Breja. It's entire in Portuguese, so probably you're not going to understand a word, but I understand Hops and Bros. I'm a big fan, so we managed up to make this collaboration video. So nice to meet you all beer lovers, and welcome to Doutor Breja and Hops and Bros collaboration. Yeah, cheers.
Yeah, so guys, don't be scared. Go check out Doutor Breja YouTube channel. Seriously, the subtitles made automatically with YouTube works kind of like good. It's not perfect, but I do use them when I need to check out their videos. It's easy, you can read it and easily understand it. And I have kind of like an easy access to it because it's Latin, so I can kind of like interpret some of the words you guys are speaking because it's from the same origin as French. But it's still amazing what you guys have come up through. And also, Alex sent me a 4-pack of fantastic, one of the finest beers from Brazil. And I want him to introduce the Brazilian beer industry to you guys. So if you happen to be traveling or just want to explore other regions of the world, what's the beer out in Brazil? So Alex, just to get it a little bit easier for you, I'm drinking this from your package. The minimal future, it's a Brazilian Catarina Sour at 5.5%. I don't know what I'm drinking, but can you introduce people to what I'm drinking?
Yes, Chris. Actually, here in Brazil, the beer market is very good today, like very warmed up. Some nice breweries are growing here in Brazil, presenting like nice beers. And actually this one, the future of minimum brewery, is a Catarina Sour that is our first Brazilian beer style recognized by BJCP. Actually, I think it was 4 months ago, something like that. And it's a sour beer, as it says, and it's quite similar to Berliner Weiss, but Berliner Weiss don't allow you to put fruits on it. So actually, Catarina Sour, you have to put fruits on it, and you can put like some Brazilian fruits. We have lots of fruits here, and it's great like ingredient to put on beers. And actually the profile of the beer is kind of different of a Berliner Weiss. Actually, Berliner Weiss is more sour than that. Catarina Sour, it has like a more fruit character, like it's the main character is the fruit, and the sourness is on the background. And probably you're going to feel like the carbonation too, but not as high as Berliner Weiss too. Actually, you have a greater body in a Catarina Sour and more alcohol content.
It's all what I had to say about this beer. You just resumed it very well. So just so I can get a little bit, I catch up a little bit on this. What fruit is used in this one? Is it just like the base beer, or I have some fruits in there?
No,
because I can't read the label.
As a Catarina Sour, it has to be brewed with fruit. So this one is brewed with caju. I think it's a Brazilian fruit. I don't know if you have like caju in other part of the world, but it's a typical fruit here in Brazil. It's kind of acid fruit, like sweet yellow fruit. So like what you're feeling on this beer, it's mainly the caju.
Okay, I do feel now it's a lot clearer, and I do get, compared to, let's say, a Berliner Weiss and all that stuff, a lot more of the cereal profile on the beer. Like you said, mouthfeel, not a lot of sweetness, but the sourness, like you said, right in the back. You get a little bit of the bitterness. It's kind of like well-rounded. I love the take on it. I also love the fact that it needs to add some fruits in there. I love to see kind of like a Catarina Sour, right?
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, Brazilian Catarina Sour with a Canadian take on it. Like not potatoes, because that's what we're growing right now, but in summertime when we get blueberries or raspberries, something that's growing in our area, would love to see a take on this beer from a Canadian brewer perspective here. And it's seriously, it's one impressive beer. I love it. Also, the fact that it has a little bit less carbonation than Berliner Weiss makes it a lot more crushable, but also dangerous, because in Brazil it's like super hot all the time, and you guys are doing Berliner Weiss with higher alcohol. What's the matter with you?
We like to be drunk, man, but not it's not healthy, but Brazilians like to get drunk.
That's all right. We have pretty much the same culture here at the same time. Just don't drive, but usually we drink higher ABV beers during winter time, because like right now it's already getting dark, and then we're at 4 o'clock. So winter time's coming, colder weather, and we need to get higher ABV beers to get through this.
Yeah, actually, Chris, this style is very nice to present like Brazil to the world, because as I said to you, it has to have fruit addition on the beer, so we can present to the world like the varieties of fruits that we have here in Brazil. And that's much, you know, we have so much fruits here in Brazil, some typical fruits, some tropical fruits, as you said, in Canada and US. So it's nice to have a style where you can feel this Brazilian profile on the beer. It's
a very unique vibe, and that's what I enjoyed from the 2 beers I had from Brazil so far. Because if you guys don't know about that, I have a video done with Alex on his channel. You can check it out. We'll all share the link a little bit down the video. But Alex, I have a few questions about like the beer industry out there in Brazil. So just to get started, like how many or how easy it is to get access to craft beer out there in Brazil?
Not that easy, Chris. Actually, it won't be nice to say the price of the beer, because it was a gift and you don't say like the price of the gift, but like here in Brazil we have like a really gap between like the mainstream beers and the craft beers. Like for you to have an idea, mainstream beer as Heineken or Budweiser here in Brazil, it's like R$3. That is our money. It's something around $0.7. Okay, and American dollars. Sorry, I forgot that you have Canadian dollars. Oh, sorry about that, man.
That's all right. That's all right. Most of our viewers are Americans, so they know what's US dollars.
Okay, and a craft beer here in Brazil used to cost like 20 or 30 reais. That is almost like 10 times higher than a mainstream beer. So it's kind of aggressive like market. It's not easy for the craft breweries around here. But you know, it has passion, so the consumers get that, and consumers like spend all their money with craft beer because it has like love involved, you know.
It's 10 times the price. Yeah. Like on our end here, we don't get as much as a gap between them, because I guess the market is separated differently, but when you go to buy some craft beers, like how does it happen? If I have friends or viewers that wants to go to Brazil, like they want to get the full experience with craft beer out there in Brazil, what do you recommend, and where should they get started if they want to try some Brazilian beers?
Actually, as your money worth like very much here, it's not that expensive for you Americans and Canadians like to drink good beer here in Brazil. But I think the main like states to visit here in Brazil are São Paulo, Paraná, and Rio de Janeiro. Rio de Janeiro is like a touristic place. Everybody in the world knows Rio de Janeiro, so it's a nice place to go to visit like to know the town and enjoy the beer scene that is very, very nice. São Paulo is not that beautiful. I was born in São Paulo actually, but I don't really like the city of São Paulo, but it has a great scene. Actually, this beer that you're having right now is from São Paulo. Actually, both beers that you tasted already on Doutor Breja and here on Hops and Bros are from São Paulo.
Okay.
And on the south we have like a lot of people that came from Europe long time ago. So a lot of German and Italian influence on the south of Brazil. So they have it's logical that they have like a beer scene happen down there too.
Wow, that's very impressive. Like it's hard to see that from our end. You know, we like I've heard good things about the beers out there in Brazil, but how well the industry is doing, and like there's a lot of breweries popping up in Brazil. Like you guys are in the peak of your growth. So I think it's worth having an eye on it and like just keeping touch with the Brazilian beer industry at the same time. Watching your videos, I can easily see how well the industry is doing and how well people are behind their own industry. And it's the same thing here. We're all behind our industries here. We visit breweries pretty much every single day. We have the opportunity to buy beers at breweries, at stores, do beer trades. That's just amazing at the same time. So overall, just to kind of like round things up a little bit, Alex, your channel, Doutor Breja, where can people find you guys and enjoy some Brazilian beer content, but also at the same time sharpen the skills into Portuguese language?
Yeah, probably you won't understand a word that I say on Doutor Breja, but as Chris said, you can use the subtitles. Actually, I did like a 6-video trip to Grand Rapids and Chicago last year, so all the subtitles were made by me, so it's okay. The subtitles will work fine on that 6 videos. And you can find me on youtube.com/Doutor Breja. The link is down below. Thank you so much for having me here, Chris. It's very nice to have this international collaboration. As I said to you, beer is all about that, like meeting new people, meeting good people, and sharing good beer.
If you guys enjoy having Alex on the show from Doutor Breja, then leave a like, subscribe to the channel. This is how we kind of like build this fantastic community at the same time. So don't hesitate. Put a comment down there if there's other part of the world that we should collaborate with, or if you want Alex to come back on the show, because it's seriously very dope to do that. So we're 3 hour apart. So Alex is like dinner time. I'm getting ready for dinner. He's already ready for dessert. So Alex, thanks a lot for sending off that beer. I have a package getting ready for you. No worries, and we'll see you in the next video or in the next beer share, right? So Alex, cheers.
Yeah. Cheers, man. Cheers, Canada.